Welcome back to your two favorite fellows on your favorite podcast, the Barn Burner Pod. We just want to start off the episode. What? Sorry, go ahead.
Episode 58. Episode 58.
58. And we just wanted to begin the episode with giving a moment of silence to the Kansas City Royals.
Casey, this is for you.
They really tried. They really did this thing.
They did it. Hey.
They weren't supposed to be there, but they were there.
But they were.
And
they were there loud and proud.
Yep. And there was maybe a few people from the Bennington area, maybe three that were loud and proud at maybe one at Kauffman Stadium.
Sure.
Who knows, man? Yeah. So Josh, Trey, and I, we ended up going. Saw on Saturday
Good crew there.
that the Royals caught a L, even though the bats were rolling, so we were getting kind of happy because that was the only problem late in the season where the bats were non-existent. So you see they lose 6-5, you're like, hey, maybe, the pitching gets a little better, as it has been all season, and then you go ahead and win on Wednesday. So we're
out with a W.
Let's go see if we do it in person. And so Monday night we agreed, late at night, I'll add.
A great Monday night, first of all.
Yeah, for KC, of course.
Yes.
Great Monday night. Great win. What was it, like 4-1? Something like that.
And a Kansas City Chiefs win on the same night.
That is true. That's usual. That's typical.
True. But still a great night.
We'll be doing that all the time.
Night.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But we ended up deciding, we're like, hey, we got to go to one of these things, man. It could be Salvi's last go at it.
Sure, he's getting
old.
I
hope not. I mean, he hasn't been batting well, but I hope that hope there's a few more years left. Yeah. Hopefully they just play him at first and DH him, or just DH him forever.
He's gonna roll out in a wheelchair next season.
That's fine as long as he can bat 250
and I'm
plus.
ready to go.
Sign me up. He can bat in a wheelchair.
Just put Bobby Witt behind the chair to push him. He'll be flying around them bases.
Oh, he will. He'll be the
Where's
second
Gerard
fastest.
Dyson when we need him.
The second fastest player in the league. It'll be Bobby Witt, and then Bobby Witt pushing Salvador
Bobby
Perez.
Witt in the wheelchair.
No, so we ended up deciding to go, and we all
not the greatest good luck charm, I must say.
No, yeah, we caught an L, but again, we all planned to take off on Wednesday, and one of us, and it wasn't me, so you can deduct that.
Hold on.
Two people.
It's a brand new day, folks.
Hey, nobody said I was on time, but if you were going to ask, I was the first one there. I mean, something slight. Something real slight. So we ended up deciding to go, and somebody didn't take the day off on Wednesday, so we could have left, at an earlier time than we did. Not that we were late or anything.
What time was game time?
6, I think. 6:08,
okay.
Something like that. So we ended up pulling in.
What time does said person get off work?
So we were planning on leaving at 12:30. Said person didn't get off work till 12:45 in Salina. So that was a whole nother 30 minutes with the drive back and shower. And although we did do it in a timely manner, we left later than usual, which it wasn't a big deal because we weren't late, but we could have stopped and did some things.
Sure, had a day in KC.
Which I wouldn't mind leaving at 9 o'clock, honestly, because we could have been up to KC at like noonish and then be able to chill.
Have a day.
Yeah. Go get some barbecue or something.
Sure, I just had some barbecue tonight. I was just talking about Q39 tonight. How about that?
Talk about heartburn for me.
Best barbecue in the world. Holy smokes.
Bet your sweet bippies. KC barbecue is
goated. Bippy. Absolutely.
So we end up leaving at 12:30. We end up getting there at like 4-ish, just, with traffic. Because we got into Kansas City at like 4, and of course everybody's getting off work.
Game day traffic, yeah.
And game day traffic. So we ended up getting to the stadium at like 4:45 or something. Just kind of chilled out beforehand. We got the standing room only seats. So we thought that people were just standing there like taking in, BP and people warming up. So they went. There was lines up there. There was already they were already too deep up on the standing room only.
Dang.
And so they decided, or we decided, just to go find a different seat, before the game. And then if everybody comes up and says, "Hey, this is our seat," we'll just be like, "Oh, we were just watching BP and watching warm ups from here." So we found a pretty good seat. It was like under the second level, all the way on top, like by the concourses. But you could see everything, and it was nice and cool. It was pretty awesome.
Kaufman's a nice stadium too.
It really is. Yeah,
very nice stadium.
There's not really a bad seat in the whole place because it's not huge. So you sit anywhere really, you have a fairly good seat.
Yeah.
But we decided to take the risk just to sit on those seats for a while and think that the standing room only people would just, when it was game time, go back to their seats or something. But we got up there. We were about 3 deep back there, so we were like looking through like windows of people's heads, trying to watch.
Sir? I would like to watch Bobby Witt hit, please.
So we ended up probably like 2 or 3 innings there, and it was like. So we were checking the MLB app, and we decided to move. And we moved, believe it or not. I wish I had a picture, or I would show you. 4th row behind the dugout on first base line.
No way, dude.
Yep.
No way.
Yep.
3 seats were open.
3.
I don't believe it.
Bet your sleep bippies. I got a picture to show.
Man. Amen, baby Jesus.
So we ended up having a pretty good seat. We got there down probably the 4th inning, and then the 5th inning is when Kyle Isbell and Michael Massey had those 2 big hits to tie up the game at 2, and then after that, I don't think we put a bat on the ball since.
Downhill. Yeah, downhill. You used all your magic.
I guess. Dude, the crowd pop was crazy. I couldn't hear myself for like 3 seconds. It was
really?
It was awesome, yeah.
I love that. And dude, there's nothing like an MLB game in the evening like that.
Yeah, especially playoff baseball, bro, in Kansas City.
Yeah, absolutely.
KC fans are like some of the best in the world, brother. So
they're used to winning. What can you say?
Yeah, I mean now they are. We got kind of spoiled with the
not
Chiefs.
for a while. Yeah, I know.
And we're gonna get spoiled this year, unfortunately. Sorry for the NFL, but we're gonna win again this year. So
we are. Although I just saw a Rashee Rice update that said 10 to 12 weeks.
Yeah, he'll be out the whole season.
Yeah. Is that what it said? Or did it say 10 to 12 months? I might be tweaking.
I don't think it'll be months. It'll probably be like...
Well, if he tore his ACL, it did, but...
Well, it wasn't ACL. It was like
Let's see.
They did some scraping, and then they scraped his hamstring. He had some hamstring stuff going on.
I can't remember what it said, but...
I think the timetable is like 6 to 7 months or whatever.
Okay.
Or 4 to 6 months, something like that.
That's fair.
He could push it and maybe play if we play in the Super Bowl or something, but it wouldn't make any sense because you re-injure it and you look a stinking idiot. So,
right,
he won't play again. I bet we make a trade at some point, but knowing Andy Reid, he might
For
just.
Who?
I wouldn't mind. Amari Cooper's been linked quite a bit. I like Deontay Johnson as an option. He's been playing well this year.
That'd be nice. He is playing. He's on my fantasy team and he's playing nice.
Yeah, so something like that. On a bad team, someone like that on a bad team. It's Amari Cooper's contract's not great, but it's a 1-year deal, so you just kind of write it off, essentially.
Sure.
I mean, for a 3P, you got to take some chances.
Right.
Only comes around once, ever if you win.
That's right. Once in a blue moon, if you know what I mean.
Yep. So
we'll see.
So the Royals game was lit.
We should,
even though we lost.
Dude,
lit experience.
Remember when we went to the Royals game? It was just me and you. And we sat in the outfield. I mean, we sat in the outfield every time, but we sat in the outfield I think we were 2 rows back in left field.
Right field.
No. We sat in right field with Maddie one time, but we also went to me and you sat in left field one time. It was just me and you. I don't know if you remember this. It was a Sunday game at 1:00.
Oh, left center. Yeah.
Yes. So the sun
blazing
is
hot,
down.
brother.
Dude,
both of our quads were fried.
I remember we got back to Washburn and Maddie comes out and she goes, I said, yeah. She said, you look like a lobster. I said, well,
I feel like
I'm going to look like a lobster crawling to class tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to look like a cooked lobster tomorrow.
Because my legs aren't going to move.
Yeah, no, that was blazing hot.
That game. Yeah.
I also told the story
Still
about
a good time, but
the Royals game we went to, and Andrew Benintendi hit his first home run, in which was a grand slam, right in front of us.
And right at us, dude. I remember my heart going. I was like, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to do it.
I had to go back on because they posted it on Twitter. And actually on the Yankees Twitter, when Giancarlo Stanton hit the home run in game 2 that we went to. No. 3. Game 3 that we went to.
3.
Yeah.
Yep.
It almost panned right where we were sitting. It was like, because there was that Yankees fan. I don't know if you watched the clip, but there was a Yankees fan who stood up.
I haven't.
He was like, I don't know, 3. We were probably 8 seats. 6 seats down, but 3 more rows up. So if it would have panned a little bit further, it would have got us, and I would have took a still shot and been like, I'm famous.
You'd have been in every shot we've ever been in Kauffman.
Yeah.
That Andrew Benintendi grand slam was insane.
It was lit.
That ball came right at us. I remember the crowd being so loud, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so. It was a grand slam, but
yep.
Good times at the K, really.
Really. Yeah, that's a good experience.
Can't wait to go back. Great
Hopefully
season,
they don't get rid of it, man.
Yeah.
I sure hope they don't.
See.
I'll be GG's.
They should just pick up the whole stadium, move it downtown. Shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, there's so much stuff with parking going on, and you'd have to get a transit bus and stuff like that. So it'd just make the experience, I guess, longer than what it should be. Although, dude, leaving the stadium was horrible.
Oh, I'm sure.
We were there for 55 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it was bad.
It was bad, yeah.
Hold on just a second. Megan is FaceTiming me currently. I will be declining that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so sorry, Megan.
Can't answer. Sorry.
Sorry about that. Let me text her real quick. Hold up.
Hold that L, Megan. Yeah. Apart from that,
I got a great segue. Talk about stadiums. Did you see Tropicana Field?
Dude, rip. Literally rip.
Oh, brother. Literally rip.
It ripped off the stadium.
Rip. Megan said, frick you. Rip to the most boring MLB stadium in the world.
Did we talk about that on the podcast?
I think we did. Yes. She said JK barn burners for life.
Let's go, Megan.
I think we did. Probably one of the first episodes we talked about going to a game there.
Dude, the crowd I thought the crowd was asleep.
I mean, I could have fallen asleep.
They would hit a home run. I think they hit 2 that game or something like that. I think Austin Meadows hit 1 or something.
I don't remember.
Anyway.
I was asleep.
And then something Siri, he's a center fielder. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
He hit a home run too. Dude, it was...
Brother, I was snoozing.
They were pumping in crowd noise. It was like, defense! At a freaking baseball game.
That's enough for a Tampa Bay. First down.
Yeah, it's like they're pumping in crowd noise because all the people there are 96 years old or could care less about baseball. They're there to freaking
sir, this is baseball.
Look at the Rays.
Yeah, who wants to go see the Stingray tank?
Yeah.
I know we're here for baseball, but
yeah.
Dude, it was abysmal.
Yeah, it was that's probably the worst fan experience I've ever had in my life. and I went to Chiefs games when they sucked, and that wasn't half as bad.
It was wild. I mean, only 1/4 of the stadium was filled, and then it's just completely silent. Because to be fair, at other stadiums, you get a little bit of noise from the world in general, cars going by and industries, whatever. And this is just silence. It felt like I was in some sort of pod that was just silent.
I thought I was in an episode, for those who know, about Silent Library. That's how I felt like I was in. Oh, yes,
absolutely. Yes.
I couldn't make any noise.
Yeah.
And then when I made noise, freaking Whit Merrifield, I was saying Royals legend Whit Merrifield, and he didn't even turn around and acknowledge me.
He didn't even turn around, bro. Imagine. He's in right field. He said... Probably because he was asleep.
I know he heard me.
First of all, he's old. Second of all...
I know for a bloody fact he heard me.
What did the kid in front of you say? Didn't we have some beef with that kid?
Yeah, he was saying I had a Bermuda Triangle on the back of my head, and it was just my hair. Like he showed Jonah, look, Bermuda Triangle, and Jonah was like,
"What?" This is one of those kids. He was wearing a pearl necklace.
He was an iPad
Crocs
kid, bro.
on. Yeah.
He was for sure an iPad kid.
He's like, bro, look, I took a picture. Look, it's the Bermuda Triangle on his head.
He just had like the whole back of my head, and then put a triangle in my hair, and it was like Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, no crap.
I'm sending you the Bermuda Triangle,
Yeah,
kid.
I want to send you into a whirlpool there, brother. You're about to be in a world of hurt.
And never coming back.
Dude, and then this,
How about that?
dude, this kid was just yapping. You could tell he probably got tendonitis as a kid from holding the iPad too long. That's crazy, bro.
Bro's got a neck strain from looking down too much.
No, literally, dude. I was like, what is this guy? This kid, he was yapping the whole game.
The whole game, dude. The whole game.
But he wasn't there to start with, was he? I think he moved down there.
No, yeah, he just popped up out of nowhere.
It was
and
like
then he
right behind us. Literally right behind us.
He starts roasting Avery out of nowhere. I'm like, where did this kid come from?
Don't you have school tomorrow? He's like, yeah, I don't show up to school.
That's right. He was like, yeah, I don't go to school. My mom doesn't make me. I was like, yeah,
that's definitely iPad kid tendencies, bro. I know for a fact what his childhood was.
I could tell.
He was freaking hot Cheetos or something.
Hot Cheetos and a freaking chocolate milk and an iPad.
He was drinking freaking Ghost energy drinks at 5. Dude has a caffeine addiction at 6 years old.
His record
4
was
Mountain Dews a day.
Two hot bag of Cheetos.
He used
in
to
one
dry
sitting
scoop
with the iPad.
G Fuel and play Fortnite for 6 hours a day.
Bro, speaking of iPad kids, my cousin Peyton will remember this one. We went to camp with a kid one time. We were at summer camp. You can just tell this kid. This was back before iPads, but this kid was a nerd type of thing.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Camp Elvin. Yep. And this kid tells us, he's talking about video games. And he's like, we're like, how long do you like typically like play on a day? Mind you, we came from a house where we were lucky if we got, 20 minutes, 40 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
Especially at his house. If we were at his house with Aunt Becky, we were
5 minutes
picking weeds on a Saturday morning. Yeah. And so this kid's like, yeah, we're like 10 years old. On a good day, or on a normal day, probably 8 to 10 hours playing video games. He's like, but on a good day, it's raining outside, I'd say about 12 hours. We're both like, who is this kid?
Holy
are you okay?
smokes.
Like, is your brain okay?
No,
is
his
it just
eyes,
mush down there?
I think his eyes are not working. He has prosthetic eyes, probably. That is unreal.
Oh, man. That's unreal. I remember. I think we talked about that for the next 14 days.
Probably.
Like,
you probably...
Mom, you should have heard this kid.
Yeah. You probably asked your mom, how much do you think we want to play? How much do you think we would play if you let us play? She's like, I don't know, an hour. This kid was playing it for 12 hours, Mom. You know what you would do if we did that?
12 hours, bro. I wouldn't be alive, I don't think. I don't think I could make it.
Yeah.
Insane. But anyway, yeah, Hurricane Milton ripped through Tampa Bay, destroyed the dome. They're building a new one, which is good anyways. It's going to be an outdoor park, I think, hopefully.
Please.
Hopefully they don't do Tropicana Field again. But, yeah, it's been a long time since we've recorded because of said hurricane.
Jonah's house is still there, obviously, unless he used the prop room or something.
No, we're still here. I almost wasn't able to record because our power has been out for 4 days. It was out for 4 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah.
So what'd you guys do? Play board games?
Well, no, I was down at, me and Lexi went down to her parents'.
Right.
And then Jessica just decided to go over to Miami and just get an Airbnb over there. 'Cause she had Jake, too.
Oh, okay.
So they were good over there. I went down to Lexi's parents', which is like an hour and a half south in Fort Myers. And we took all precautions just in case because it was a Cat 5 coming in.
Right.
We boarded up the windows, had everything ready to go. All the generators, portable chargers, everything like that, waters, everything, and nothing really happened at their house. The one scary part that happened there was right before the hurricane came in. We had like 5 tornadoes touch down or something like that in Fort Myers. Yeah, so that was like crazy because me and Lexi were outside we were messing with the front door, and her mom comes running out. And it's like, you guys got to get inside right now. There's a tornado right up the road, basically. And that was like probably 6 hours before the actual hurricane came in. But then when the actual hurricane came in, we didn't lose power over there. Nothing happened. I literally slept through the whole thing. They're telling me the whole time, I'm like, it's supposed to make landfall at 10 o'clock or whatever. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna sleep. I promise you, I'm knocking out. They're like, no way you're sleeping. It's gonna be so bad. You're not gonna sleep at all, bro. That was the best sleep of my life. I think I slept for 10 hours that night. Literally, there's Drew on the
wakes
pillow.
up in the middle of the ocean.
What's going on?
What's happening here?
It was crazy, but the wind wasn't too bad. The rain wasn't too bad. There was a ton of wind. Yeah, like super high wind.
Yeah, probably.
But down there we were fine. Obviously, the eye came right through Sarasota. Right, I'll have to send you a picture. I think I did send you a picture.
It was like right to the north of your house.
First predicted path was right over my house. I said, "Chat, we are cooked."
But we
are cooked. But we're alive.
You're not cooked.
So yeah, lost power here. Our back door got completely blown off. So that was kind of cool.
Nice.
Like literally ripped off the hinges.
Where did it end up?
So they got it was just laying there, but it was such a heavy door that didn't move. But I don't know how it ripped it off. But they're gonna fix that. But it was 102 mile per hour winds right at the airport, which is right across the road from us. 102 miles per hour.
That's crazy.
My fastball speed.
I mean, that'd be my changeup personally, but I throw 130 fastball.
My knuckle slider is about 102.
Yeah, my EFIS is 102. So
yeah, not too bad. Yeah, so that was wild, and it was crazy. Like, I think I've talked about it before on here, but hurricanes are just so like eerie because with tornadoes, what I'm used to, it's here and gone. It happens so quick you can't prepare. With hurricanes, like the hurricane wasn't supposed to be here till Wednesday night, and they shut everything down like Monday.
Yeah, so you were just waiting for 2 days.
Yeah, and you're just waiting and waiting, and it like builds like worry and anxiousness for people, and it's just like, ugh, I don't enjoy this at all. I'd rather just do a tornado, be done and gone.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys are good. I mean, from what I saw,
it's
the projected what was going to happen didn't happen as bad as they thought. So
not as bad as it definitely could have been, but it's still pretty bad. I mean, there's trees down.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere, dude. There's trees everywhere and branches everywhere. And linemen everywhere.
Yeah,
I saw they were. I mean, shout out to those guys.
They were housed
they're
in Tropicana Field, weren't they?
Yeah. It was a staging site for them, and then it got cooked.
They probably woke up to a little bit of moisture.
Yeah, a little bit, and a little bit of air movement.
Yes.
We're like, wow, the AC in here is really pumping.
They look up. Oh, there's the stars. Huh? That's odd.
Wow, they have artificial stars in here. How about that?
Those are the real deal.
Maybe this dome isn't too bad.
It's a projector screen.
Yeah, no, it's a lot better than there's a lady, a snowbird. I clean her house or like her pool in her yard.
Yeah,
just kind of keep it clean once a week. And I went over there, and it took us. We've been over there for 5.5 hours, and her entire curb out in front of the street is just filled with branches and everything. We're still not finished over there. The pool got cooked. It's cooked.
Is there a whole bunch of sand?
She still doesn't have power. No, she's not too close to the beach, but just palm branches, regular branches, leaves, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And the problem is with electricity. No electricity is the pump doesn't run.
Oh, so it
can't clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sitting
dirty
there.
And gross.
That's cooked. But I went to Ace Hardware to get some stuff like some lawn bags and stuff to help clean up her house.
Yeah.
and the power was out in there, dude, and it was creepy. There's so many people in there because it's, everybody's trying to clean their house, and then the power's out and you can barely see. Half the shelves are empty. It felt like an apocalypse. It was wild.
That is pretty
It was
crazy.
a weird experience. But they were making bank because, the line was long and people were fighting over stuff. Not actually, but
It's buying whatever, really. Honestly, whatever they could get.
yeah. Yep. But all good, nonetheless.
Well, I'm glad you guys are good, man.
Yeah, brother.
Could have been horrible.
It's the government. I can't tell you how many times I heard that.
It's the birds.
It's the government. Yeah. Birds aren't real, bro. Birds
Okay, buddy.
not real.
Okay,
Should we get
buddy.
into a little best bets action, or do you want to hear about crazy golf cart driver? Up to you.
I don't know. What do you want to do first? What do you think? Is your crazy golf cart driver story?
Yes.
Is it the real deal? Is it the funny story?
Oh, it's the
we're
real
over
deal.
Here?
Maybe.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay. So I went to a PGA Senior Tour event. PGA Tour Champions is what they call it. It's basically just all the old guys that can't compete with the young guys.
Right.
I think I talked about it a little bit last episode, maybe. I can't remember. With Peyton, who I just mentioned. He lives in Jacksonville, so I went up there. I drove up there. And we went to this event. So we get out there, pretty sick. It's cool to see all the older guys that have won on the tour before that are playing up there now. Super nice course, of course. And so it's kind of rainy and kind of gross out that day, which was unfortunate. Sprinkling, and then when we get to the course, it starts raining a little bit harder. So he gets tickets. I don't know if I should go into that. It's with the military and everything. And then we're under one of these tents, grabbing food and drinks and whatever. And so because it was kind of raining a little bit harder, so we're like, we'll just stay here for now, and then then we'll go out once it stops raining. So it stops raining, and there's a group I want to follow. It was actually the winning group, Bob Estes and Rocco Mediate and not Ernie Els, VJ Singh. It doesn't matter, but we followed their group around. So when there's a group, they also have a camera crew that follows them, especially if it's a featured group or whatever.
Yeah.
And this was, and so there's a guy and a lady. One guy has a camera, the lady has a tripod. They have their own cart. And then the other guy has the little boom mic. I forget what you call them. I think it's a boom mic. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
With the fur on it,
You like the ones
it's
you
like
can
a little
get
handheld
real
thing?
close, like right over the top of them.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
So he's got this little backpack on that it's hooked up to, and then he's got this thing. And this guy, we're following this group because we're walking with him, and he's got his own cart. And this guy the whole time is just flying around.
Just ripping
And I think
through the
he's thinking I gotta get up there before they do, so I'm ready. But I mean, my man is flying around, and he's got one of the carts, one of the mate. Oh yeah, and he's got the maintenance cart that has just the bed in the back.
Yeah.
And so you can hear him. You can hear him coming from a mile away, and as you're walking, he just comes out of nowhere and flying past you. Granted, and it's raining too, so. There's one hole where me and Peyton are laughing at this guy. He's not a kid. He's probably 45 years old. And every time he stops, he's out of the cart by the time it's fully stopped. Slams a brake. He's out of the cart, already walking. And so we're walking down the fairway of a hole, and here he comes. We can hear him. He comes flying by. There's a random guy walking next to us too. This guy in the golf cart hits this puddle.
Oh no.
And completely splashes the guy right next to us. That is from his knees down is soaked in mud and water. And this guy hits the bump, slams on his brake. I mean, I swear you can hear the, and he stops.
An endo.
He looks at the
in
guy.
A golf cart.
No, literally. And mind you, he's on a time crunch because he's got to get up there.
Oh, of course.
He's like, "I'm so sorry." Here, throws the guy a rag and just takes off again. And the guy's like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's just shoes. But you look over, and there's just mud dripping down the guy's leg. I'm like,
oh, my God.
Whatever, dude. This guy's fired up. and he's about to be fired.
He was there for strictly business. That's it. That's it. No horseplay.
Strictly business. Not at all.
He had no time for cleanups.
I aspire to drive like him one day.
You might as well.
I thought Jeff Gordon was on the track.
It probably was his cousin or something who wanted to be there, and Jeff Gordon stole his shine when they were like 10 or something at the dirt track. And that
was Jeffrey Gordon.
Yeah, he hasn't made it he hasn't made it, right ever since. He's freaking
he's
hurt.
still aspiring to be a race car driver, but he's got to make money in the meantime. So he decided to work for ESPN Plus.
Right.
And fly around.
As he should.
That's his dream job.
As one should fly
absolutely. Around. All right, what do you say? Let's get into a little best bets action or what?
Absolutely.
Sure. Absolutely. Let's go for it. Shout out to Megan for this one.
Oh, yeah.
She's the one that sent me the idea. I said, sure, absolutely, let's do it. Yep. And it's things that immediately gross you out.
Could think of a few.
I can definitely think of a few off the dome.
Oh, absolutely.
Some more than others.
Yeah.
But definitely a lot. Uh-huh. We didn't get a pull up for the last one. That's all right. Things happen. Life happens.
Got busy.
But so I'll just go first again if that's cool with you. I guess that's the easiest way to
send it, bro. Go ahead.
Got a list here. Okay, number one, we're gonna do 4 picks this time. Same thing.
Yep.
Number one, right off the dome, always makes me gag. I lose my appetite right away. There's nothing like it. Witnessing someone eat their boogers. I'm firsthand.
Yeah. I get that one, man.
Straight to the mouth.
Yeah.
I'm good on it, really.
Yeah. Totally get it, man.
The first thing that comes to mind literally anytime anyone says eating their booger or boogers or anything like that, the first thing that comes to mind. Shout out to Ryan Varela and Blake Miller back in high school. Well, Ryan wasn't in high school, but he helped out with our youth group.
Right. And
there was this kid. I won't name drop.
You might as well, honestly. No, I'm just kidding.
He's not listening anyways, but so one time I saw him, and I'm not picking on him or anything. This is what comes to mind. Sorry. But he sneezed one time in his hands like this, put his hands up there.
Ooh.
And I watched him pull his hand away, and it was just stringing to the hand from his nose. And I said, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
And he wiped it on his jeans. So I said, not a good look, but understandable. We're in the middle of youth group. You know what's going on. I get it. All right, I do. Yeah. I get it. Wipe it on your jeans. Go for it. The second time I didn't get it. So it didn't sneak away with this one. We're in the middle of a sermon. That was in the youth room. Now we're in big church. We're in the middle of a sermon. He's sitting one row in front of us. Me, Ryan, and Blake are sitting right in the pew behind him.
Right.
And my man reaches up there. I mean, he's scratching his brain type of thing.
Like knuckle deep is what we're talking about.
Yeah. Scratching the top of his head. And pulls it out. Same thing. Stringy.
Like green? Are we talking green here?
Yeah. And stringy. And, yeah. And my man just right in the gullet. Down the gullet.
Like one of
in the
those,
middle of the sermon.
What are those things that you can get, like the Jell-O things?
Yeah. But the thing is, he puts it in his mouth, and it's still attached to his nose. It's not just on his finger. It's still coming out the nose.
So he's double dipping.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's an endless supply, really, of just green.
If you're hungry,
snot.
Bro. You got to eat.
Go for it. In the middle of a sermon, bro. So, that's got to be my number one.
He should have been convicted by that.
Yeah. Hey, brother, you need to go to the altar. I tap on his shoulder. Hey, brother.
Up there.
How about you head up there? You know what? I'll pray over you from back here, though. Okay.
Yeah, I will not be touching you for the next at least 6 to 7 weeks.
Pastor said, "All right, turn around and greet somebody." He reaches out. I said, "How you doing?" 6 feet. Yeah.
He's just coughing in his hand. Sorry, I can't shake your
elbows, buddy.
Yeah. Put the bows there. Yeah. No, that's wild.
Oh man. But poor guy.
That's good stuff. No. That's a good pick, though. I will say.
Blake and Ryan will remember that one.
Yeah, you see those things all the time working with kids. I'm sure you see that too. Just kids picking their boogers all the time.
And some people say it gets better. To me, it doesn't get better. It doesn't get easier.
I've kind of got desensitized to it, but maybe that's just
you
me.
tend to ignore it, but yeah.
Right.
So that'll be my number one. What are you going number one here?
Man, there's a few things. Just growing up, I mean, going to like friends' houses and doing some dishes at home. When you're washing dishes, man, and there's just a thing full of a sink full of dishes, and you start washing away, you start rinsing off just to start the wash, and then you get random substances from last week's or 2 days ago's chicken.
Meatloaf.
And then you get some mashed potatoes on your hand, and then some noodles that are unnecessarily slimy. And it's like you just feel automatically gross. That's just me, though. That's kind of like one of my,
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm gonna put here sink food. How about that?
Yeah, sink food, perfect.
Oh, brother.
Or leftover sink food. Yeah,
there you go.
There's something about that, man. You touch one thing, you're like, ugh. What I just touched.
It's even worse when you don't know it's coming to. You grab something and it's there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Disgusting. Just go ahead and head out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't have a garbage disposal too, and you can't. It just sits there and.
Yep.
Woo.
Like a catcher for the drain, and there's just stuff in there, and then you fill it up with fill the sink up with water.
Yeah. No, that's a bad day there. Rather.
I agree.
No, that's a good pick there. What's
Thanks,
you go back to back here? Yeah, number two.
My next one is any like bodily fluids that people have.
Oh.
Like say they sneeze or they cough, and then like I deal with this with kids all the time, and they'll just try to like touch you like soon after.
Oh yeah.
They'll be like picking their nose or like coughing their hand or.
Hey buddy, you need to go get some of that 99% germ killer sanitizer. How about that?
And this might be not safe for work, but when they like pick their butt or something and then instantly after are just trying to touch you, and it's like, bro, there's no shot you're about to do this right now.
Listen, go get desanitized and then come back to me.
And then go take a hot shower for at least 3 hours and then
talk about a 2319.
Yeah.
We need desanitized.
Yeah, we need to have those guys on standby at a grade school.
Yeah, absolutely. We could definitely use that.
Yeah. I'm going to wear a hazmat suit to school tomorrow to work.
Oh, man. All right. Bodily fluids, leftover sink food. All right. My number two pick. I should probably look at my list. I haven't even been looking at it. What do I want to go? Man, I got some good ones. I do have little kids sneezing on here, so that was a good pick.
Yeah, that's gross, man. And then it just streams down their face, and they're like, and then they're like, for a high five or something. Like, no, I'm about to high five you with my foot.
Oh man,
in the face.
You can take that. I'm gonna go number two here. Number two, I'm gonna go a smoker's cough.
Ooh,
but especially when you're eating or drinking something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And it's just like you can hear the phlegm and everything else, and it's like, especially when someone coughs like that and then they don't spit it out. All that phlegm and disgusting loogie, and they swallow it back down.
Yep.
That's a real bummer.
Pretty disgusting.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And you need to see a therapist. Okay.
Or four therapists.
or something, please.
You need to see a lung therapist, a social therapist, all the therapists you could ever dream of.
Hey, buddy, do you have any friends? Because it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, you need something.
You need help.
You need divine intervention, buddy.
You need Jesus. That's what you need.
Literally.
You need to go to the altar for that smoke cough.
Yeah.
Bubba.
You're about to go see him here in a second, brother, with that thing going on.
Brother, you got too much going on. You're about to have nothing going on in heaven.
You're about to have something going on. It's called
it's called the pearly gates.
The final
buddy.
judgment, brother. You're about to be with Jesus. Stat.
They get up there, Jesus is like, ew. Are you okay?
You spent your 54 years on earth smoking a 44
cig?
of them?
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Jesus starts laughing. Hey guys, hey Peter, check this guy out. Hey, do the cough, man. Watch this,
And
Peter.
go.
Yeah. Ready, cough. Oh man. All right. Number 3. This immediately makes me lose my appetite.
Uh-huh.
If we're talking
Let's hear
gross
it.
here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to word it. Drinking something and getting a chunk.
Oh, like an unexpected chunk?
Yes.
No,
Or like,
bro. Yeah,
or like,
yeah.
or like
yeah.
eating something and getting an unexpected texture.
Yep.
But especially drinking something and getting a chunk, and it's like, I'm done. I'm
like
good.
milk, bro.
Yeah, bro. I've had
You're drinking
enough.
milk and
Yeah,
you're
I'm
like,
good.
You're about
And
to
it's
keel
so-
over
you're
and
like,
die.
What just happened?
Yeah,
Are we okay?
What did I just
Did I
drink?
just drink out of the Nile River, bro? What's going
Yeah.
on?
You drank out of Flint, Michigan's water, bro.
Literally. I mean, I know I'm in Michigan, but I'm not in Flint, bro.
Jeez, I have clean
What
water.
is happening? Yeah. This is a water bottle. What's going on? It just says
That's
packaged
crazy.
in Flint. Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that checks out. That
All right,
definitely checks
I'm gonna
out.
say, I'm going to say, hold on just a second. Let me write this down.
Unexpected water substance, you could say. Something like that.
I said unexpected floaties and drink.
Oh yeah, floaties. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Oh, I hate a floater. I picked number 3, sir.
See, these are like very personal to me because some
That's what I'm
things
saying.
don't.
This is a-
some things
yeah.
don't gross me out, and some things do really gross me out.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta pander the audience here.
I'll go
You gotta
number
know your
3, which I
audience.
think people might know about, is when you're getting in the shower, and you're sharing a shower with somebody, whoever it is,
Sure.
and there's unexpected hairs all over the ground, and you
Absolutely.
step in the shower, and you turn it on, you're about to have a glorious shower, and you step in, and there's hair all over your foot.
Brother, try having 4 sisters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking. I don't want to get past PG here, but I'm talking. Some unexpected hairs.
Sure.
That's what I'm talking
sure.
about.
No, I get what you're saying, but just an unclean shower in general.
Yeah, you step in, you're like, there's just a camera like you're in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that Popeyes worker with the cigarette.
Yeah. That's me in the shower, bro. That's me in the shower.
I would say
Random shower landmines or something.
I put lowly shower hairs.
Yeah, dude, that's disgusting, bro. I hate that. Then you have to get in the shower and you're like this, trying to wash your feet off.
Yeah. Like, please do something. Someone give me a power washer.
Yeah, I need to freaking
Clean this thing out.
clean my skin off.
Bro, I have the shower head that like comes off, it has the hose
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just stand outside my shower and
just like this.
not even get in. Yeah.
Hit the feet. Then you like from
No,
the back
you're
of the
right.
shower try to push the
Literally.
push the hairs down the drain.
Yeah. I just became a maid and cleaned this whole shower before I got in.
Yeah, I used physics
on.
and I'm out here pushing this hair at Mach 1 speeds
better.
to the drain.
Be better, people.
Oh man.
It'd also be so much more efficient for me to like. This is gross, but use your hand to push it all.
Yeah,
I'm not
but I'm
touching
not
that.
doing all that,
Ain't
bro. There's
no-
no
ain't
shot.
no way.
There's
I'll
no
let
shot.
I'll let
You'd have
this
to
water
find me
move that.
dead. I'll wait 45 minutes for that thing to move before I even put a finger on that thing.
They're like this.
I'll be back here like this.
Avery, you almost done?
I haven't even got in. What are you talking
haven't even got
about?
in. I'm cleaning the shower.
Clean
Hold
your
on.
freaking hair off. How about that?
Bro, it was the worst in college with especially guy roommates.
Dude.
It's the same thing. This is the same premise. Like the bathroom sink, and there's freaking
there's-
hair everywhere.
Everywhere, bro.
Do better. Come on. You
Yeah.
born in a barn?
Man, that grossed me
Gosh.
out so bad, bro.
Like, I will say, it's hard to clean up after you shave. I mean, clearly I have so much facial hair that I have to shave off.
Yeah. Daily.
Yeah. But still, like, just do it. You know?
I mean, in the shower, it literally takes, if you have one of the ones you can take off, it takes you half the time because the hair doesn't freaking stick to the mat or to the floor of the tub.
Yeah, with the shower head that doesn't come off, you're like this with the water.
Yeah, that's
throwing it out, trying to
sometimes you
push
have
it
to do
over
that.
there.
Like you're like this, and then you take the angled tub and you throw it at the back of the angle, and
it's like after you get a haircut, you got all those tiny little hairs in there you got to wash out, but you got to do it.
It's tedious, but you got to do it. Yeah,
you got to. So no, I get it, man.
Yeah.
All right, pick 4. What you got? Wait, first 3 picks you got leftover sink food, bodily fluids like sneezing, coughing, picking your butt, etc., and lowly shower hairs.
Yeah. And this one's tough. I'm gonna go. I sound like I was crying. I'm not gonna cry. I promise. Although
I think my 4th pick.
This doesn't gross me out, but and it doesn't irk me off, but it does a little bit of both. If this makes sense.
Sure.
It's when somebody's talking and you know they have to cough.
Oh yeah.
But they just won't do it, bro. Yeah,
you can hear it the
whole time. Like, bro, just clear your throat.
It doesn't really gross me out. It just makes me angry. Just do all you got to do is a. That's it. That's all you got to do, and they won't take the time. They etc. I'm like, bro.
I think the problem that grosses me out is just the sound of the voice. Like, I know what's in there. I know what's you have,
and
in your
I know
throat
your
right
actual voice. Do it before
and it's not even
you
close.
In the face.
And I know what's blocking that from making it sound like your voice, and you won't move it.
And it takes you 0.2 milliseconds to clear it.
And some people, and these are kids and grown kids, like in high school, it happened all the time. They'll be like popcorn reading or something, and they will not do it the whole time. They'll read for 45 seconds. Then they have the audacity when they're done to go, you couldn't have done that a minute ago?
Second.
To hear that.
Come on, Billy.
You could have said, hey, hold on, miss whoever,
Excuse
or Mr.
me,
whoever.
teacher. I'll give you 5 minutes. You can go to the water fountain and grab a drink of water. Come back.
I'll wait for you to popcorn read.
Great.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Do your thing.
Go take a bathroom break. Go take a walk.
Yeah.
Go do what you got to do.
Lunch.
Man.
Come back. Absolutely.
Then you can read normal.
Yes. Actually, go ahead and read the whole thing. Be my guest.
Yeah.
But if you're not clearing your throat, you got 3 words maximum before I come over there and bop you upside the head.
I'm going to clear your freaking nasal cavity when I punch you in the nose, brother.
I'm going to clear your everything here in a second.
Yeah, I'm about to clear your way to heaven if you don't chill out, bro.
You're about to have a free pass to heaven here, buddy.
Yeah,
and
free.
It's gonna happen real soon.
Free as free could be. I'm about to
free and clear.
I'm about to DDT you through this desk.
I'm gonna say, you know where your throat's gonna be clear at? Where? Heaven. See ya.
Cow right there. Pow.
Cram.
I'm gonna kick him right in the head.
Oh man, that's good. That's a good pick. All right, so you had leftover sink bodily fluids, lowly shower hairs, not clearing your throat. I got one more pick here. I pick 1. I got someone eating their boogers.
Yeah.
Smoker cough, unexpected floaties in a drink, and
lastly,
I think I'm gonna go with a house pick here. I have another good one that I think is good, but this one's also good. I'm gonna go with throw up in general.
Yeah, I get that.
Hearing someone throw up is the worst.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know what it is, but it makes me just want to go crawl in a hole and never hear anything ever again.
Yep.
And that's just hearing somebody, let alone seeing somebody throw up.
See, I don't know what's wrong with me, but it doesn't bother me anymore.
No, I'm done. I won't eat for the next 4 days.
That's fair.
I'm good. I'm full. Appetite is suppressed.
That's good.
And
that's
so
good,
is my hearing.
diet. That's a good diet plan.
We'll call that the throw-up diet. How about that? The vomit diet.
And that turns into
you
a
think you're going to be
fast.
anorexic? No, you just watch somebody throw up and you won't eat. It's good to go.
Now you're anorexic.
Yeah. And now you have body dysmorphia. So there you go.
Perfect.
Simple as that. No, it's a weird thing, but hearing somebody throw up is like it just makes you so sad for them. I feel like because I think throwing up is one of the worst things on the planet.
Yeah, you just feel so helpless and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not with it, but no thanks.
Me either.
So, you have any? You got any honorable mentions?
No, I don't, because I'll be honest with you, I did not prepare
Hey,
the best for this draft.
I can't lie. You got a good list for just coming up with it on the fly. All right, well, good draft there. I'd say.
I agree. Yeah.
We'll make sure you guys vote. We'll have the let's do on our story Wednesday. How about that?
Yeah.
So this comes out on Tuesday. We'll have a vote on our Instagram story at
on
the
Wednesday
Barn Burner
evening.
Pod. Yes, yep. Wednesday evening. I'm going to Green Bay this weekend, so we should have some good content from that. Going to the Packers Texans game.
Ooh, should be a good one.
Yeah, except Nico Collins is out, which is very sad, and we'll talk about that.
I think Texans still win. I won't lie to you, but
I know,
anyway.
But I wanted to see Nico. My mom's calling right now. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Decline that. So sorry. I really wanted to see Nico, but what can you do? It'll be a good weekend, though. It's going to be a good game. And shout out to Lexi. It's her birthday. That's why we're going.
Happy early birthday, Lexi.
She's calling me again. Yeah, her birthday's Monday the 21st, so make sure everybody tells her happy birthday. You know what I mean? But other than that, should be a good weekend. Hope everybody has a good rest of the week.
Yep.
All right, brother. Good episode 58.
Yep. 58.
58,
Down
baby.
the hatch.
In the books.
Yep. Derek Thomas episode.
And that's right.
Chiefs legend.
There we go. Chiefs legend. Go Chiefs.
Yep.
Shout out to the Royals, man. God love them.
Little L we got, though. It's okay. Next season.
That's right. And we'll see you guys next episode.
See ya. Take care, people.
Peace.